I'm live. Well, how come I can't see me then? Hello, everyone. Yeah, I am trying it again, but I don't know if I don't think it's Workrit's logo. Hi, everyone. Hi. Uh, Ethan's chair is controlling Ethan. Yeah, thank you guys for watching my chair. Thank you guys for enjoying my chair. I do appreciate it. That was so embarrassing. And thank you again. Thank you for just hanging out. I understand that there were like 1,000 people in here, just staring at my empty chair. And now we have people who are actively on Twitter named Ethan. Here it is. This monster is now more famous than I could ever be. But you guys, I appreciate you. Let's see. Richard Zavala says, who would win, Boba Fett or the Predator? The Predator. Boba Fett sucks. And Predator's face looks just like the Sarlacc pit. It's a ridiculous question. All right, let's see here. What are you guys saying? LOL, LOL. Ethan, you need to get a dedicated modem for just your computer. It's coming. 4 more days. 4 more days until I've got internet and everything is going to be perfect. And I can't wait. I just can't wait. It's been awful. Absolutely horrible. Anna's talking about chairs. Talk on your phone for 45 minutes again, says Young Dark Vader. No, I had company. I had a guest over. Lower the bit rate. How do I... Come on. Lower the bit rate? What are you asking me to do? Look, I got to have people come over here and teach me some stuff because I have no idea yet. I figured out how to do this. I got my Comic Artist Pro Secrets logo here, but it sucks. And I figured out how to run text, like a ticker text. That's going to be useful. Right now, I didn't know really what to say, so I just said follow me on Twitter. But I'll learn more stuff, and I got some pretty good technology to make my stream better. Let's see, a pen rack. Just use jars. Well, I mean, look, I do have jars, okay, and I've also got this pen rack here. All right, it's a pen tower for Copics, and it's a Copic brand Copic pen tower. Here are my spectacles up here. I only use these to read the phone book and to find the phone book. I'm going blind. Let's see. Cecil says, your chair is our guest of honor on our stream. That's good. Yeah, a lot of people are excited about my chair. All right, let's see. That's how you lower the volume. Wow, looking great. Yeah, bitrate is too high. What does the bitrate do? Oh, you guys, yeah. Well, I mean, look, I'm going to lose connection a little bit, I'm sure. I'm sorry about that. What does the bitrate do? Let's see. F. Fix this now. You know what? Why couldn't my internet go out when I was filming my chair? Why does my internet not work now, but it worked perfectly in order to embarrass me? Why is that? I know Comcast Cable is a part of this. I know this is a conspiracy. I gotta get some stuff, man. I gotta get cool logos. Here's what I can do. I can take that away, and I can put it back. And I can take it away, and I can put it back. That's what I know how to do so far. Let me take it away. Yeah, then you can see the monster that you guys have fallen in love with. It's great to see you guys. It really is. You can't see the chair. That's because I'm covering it up with my enormous body, my enormous form. Bitrate is resolution. So is it too? You're seeing me too clearly? Oh, you are seeing me really clearly. This is the most clear that you've ever seen me. You're like, what's up with your skin, Ethan? Your skin. You have pock marks all over your face. Shirt tucked or untucked? It is untucked. Lowest bit rate, less bits being sent and received. Okay. Your chair moved while you were gone. You guys are absolutely hilarious. Did you fix this shit show? No. I'm still learning. This is my first try at it. I don't really know how to do anything yet. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. And I've got great tech. I'm going to learn to do something with this every single day until I'm as good as Mike S. Miller. You got to admit, Mike S. Miller he dominates at OBS. He does. War Campaign does pretty good too. Their stream is awesome. But, it just figures. Monkey Jeebus says, EVS, you're my favorite comic book artist. Thank you. Appreciate that. Rainbow says, it's a frightening sight. Why? Because I'm too clear? Tweeter Trash says, ooh, this may prove to be better than Hangouts. Well, Hangouts sucked. It was just easy, but it sucked. I was watching everybody else do their thing on OBS, and I was just like, wow, that's incredible. People see wrinkles in the chair. Grand Inquisitor says, Renfamous has friends at Comcast, Uncle Lee. I'm never getting my internet back. I can see that now. It's not happening. Yeah. Oh, I can reduce this down. Oh, look at this. And then I can watch you guys' comments. I can watch you guys' comments over here. Let's see. Over here it says concurrent viewers, 536. The chat rate is 98. Playbacks are 1444. I don't know what that means. And average watch time is 1 minute and 35 seconds. In other words, people come in and go, he's not dead. And then they just leave. And it says I've received $13 in chat revenue. This is great. This is terrific. I don't know why I didn't do this before. James Trammell says the sound is way better now on OBS. Let's see. Malzius 3283 says, I agree. Chair emoji now. Matt Becker says, cool chair. Shame it smells like fat people. What the hell? So could you guys hear my conversation? You guys' when I was upstairs? Oh my God, we were panicking. And Andrew was like, did you say anything embarrassing? I'm like, no, I don't think so. Regular conversation. I don't think I said anything I was ashamed of. She's like, thank God you're not a liar. What if I was up there what if I was up there talking, telling the truth, and I lied to you guys the whole time, and then you guys could expose me? That would be, that would be embarrassing. It could be like, I could be up there I always hated that John Malin, that bastard, and then that would get back to John Malin. Be horrible. Aaron C says, get off of me. Speaking for the chair. You barely heard anything a little bit. We heard it. Let's see. What are you guys saying? We heard everything. What else? We heard about, how are your pool frogs? I don't know. I gotta wait until the morning to go check out the pool frogs. Usually at 5 a.m. Heavy-footed. Yeah, when Ava runs around upstairs, it sounds crazy too. SSJ Future Gohan says, all hail the chair of Caesar. Thank you, guys. Yeah. You couldn't hear anything? Heard someone eating a few pies. I didn't eat any pies. I had a bottle of water, It's actually talking about Chromium covers, actually, if you want to be honest. That, and I was talking about Comicsgate. And I was talking about how much Comicsgate means to me, how much I love Comicsgate, and what I think Comicsgate is for. Which is an odd conversation. If you were to hang out with me, you would probably think that I would talk about Comicsgate and not shut up. And indeed, if people come over, I want to talk to them about Comicsgate. I'm no different. This is me. This is who I am. It's if you came over my house and I said, "Do you want a beer?" and you said, "Sure," and you sat down, I would sit there and talk to you about Star Wars and how it sucks, and you'd be like, this is what you do on YouTube. Why are you doing it here to me now? That's all I got. That's all I got as a human being. Orbital 1970 Goat, thanks for $2. He says, the man in the high chair has returned. Let's see, I heard you drinking a bottle of water, says Checkpoint. So you could hear. That was so embarrassing. Oh my God. Well, you know how I found out? By the way, my phone was going off apparently. I found out because Hunter came downstairs with a very uneasy look on his face, and one of his friends, somebody texted Hunter and let Hunter know that your dad left his camera on downstairs, and we can hear from upstairs, and you better go downstairs and I didn't know how to stop the stream. I thought I stopped it the same way I always do. I just shut it down. I just, hit X, and that's it. I got to get used to actually shutting down the stream. This is how Darkside Phil got caught masturbating. That's how these things happen. Optimus Deadpool says, thanks for the content tonight. Best stream snipe commentary over a Graded.5 YouTube channel. Oh, really? Oh. I like that. The channel's great. We can talk about the chair all you want to, guys. Cynical Centrist says, do I need to buy you a pull frog log? Google it. No, people sent me 2 of them. They didn't work. You know, there were still frogs in the, there were still frogs in there. You know, the next day. Let's see, you're only 200 viewers short of what your chair had. Well, I mean, my chair was more interesting than me. I'm just talking nonsense right now. I'm just talking gibberish. You can leave us with the chair, Ethan. We'll watch it for you. Thank you. Do you guys like this better? Is this cool? I mean, this is kind of cool. It's a little bit complicated, and, you know, but look, I can do this now. You know what I mean? It says, follow me on Twitter, at Ethan Van Sciver, for more updates on Cyberfrog and Rainbow the Brute. Rainbow the Brute. Follow me on Twitter, at Ethan Van Sciver, all caps comics. That's what it says. And it says it's going to say it again in a minute. Oh, exclamation points. Follow me. That's great. I could actually advertise things. Oh, yeah, I know. Let's see. Vader's Force Ghost says, what's your favorite pie? Mine is pecan. My favorite pie is lemon meringue, I think. Chilled lemon meringue. Evan Ricks says, never whack it downstairs from here on out. Let's see. James Trammell says, this morning you said you were afraid of leaving it on. I know. Isn't that a weird coincidence? Aaron C says, looks, sounds so much better than Hangouts. Keep this. We are. We're going to keep this. We have no choice. You know, we have no choice. We have to learn to do this and learn to adapt it and make it good. You know. And we will. We're going to make it good. I'm going to figure out a way to do Star Wars news stories. I'm going to figure out a way to make this rock and make it great. Nunya Business says the chair was more charismatic. Well, you know, I can share the spotlight with the chair. I mean, you know, that's no problem. I don't have that much of an ego. Despite what people tell you, I'm not really an egomaniac. I'm very humble. There are all these people talking about how I'm an egomaniac. How could I be an egomaniac? Look at me. I'm the world's most humble man. Madaween says, heavy is the chair that holds the Caesar. It holds 400 pounds. That's why I love this chair. It does hold 400 pounds. Oh, look, we got a new member. I'm going to learn to do that thing where it goes, someone has joined. Bing. I'm going to get that going. I need some help. I need a non-boomer to come over here and hook me up. Pilgrim Driver says, photographing Tampa Comic-Con Saturday. Want some? Want some photographs of Tampa Comic-Con? Not particularly. I used to go to that 3 or 4 times a year. Tampa Comic-Con used to be, you know, every quarter. You know, it was always going. JRoar123 says, how old are you? I am 44. I'm an old man, JRoar123. Ancient. Raging Golden Eagle says, that guest host you had last stream was top class. It was my chair. It wasn't a guest host. It was just my chair. You guys were watching my chair. You guys are making fun of me. You're the dumb ones. You're the ones who were watching a chair for an hour. You can say, oh, yeah, Ethan, you left your stream on, so we had to start. Yeah, but you guys were watching it. You can't make fun of me. You're the ones who are watching the stream. Just because I left the camera on and the audio on and you guys, you know, I'm dumb, doesn't mean that you guys are better because you sat there and put up with it. So how do you like that? Peter Mayer says, this money is for industrial strength Febreze to get the pie farts out of the chair. I thought I saw Peanuts Pigpen dirt clouds around it. You didn't. My chair is clean except for right here. There's a little bit of deodorant here, which is I can't get rid of it. And the reason why is because I was wearing a tank top. I had white deodorant on underneath it, and I'll lean my arm on it. My armpit gets on the chair, and there's deodorant. And it's like, oh, what is that? You know. Welcome, new member. Welcome, Lawrence Miller. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining the channel. You guys are the best. EVS, stop oppressing the chair, says Tekitor. The chair's fine. The chair is big enough. The chair can hold 400 pounds. It can hold 1.5 of me. Don't worry about the chair. The chair should not be your concern. Scott says, check out Door Kickers on IGG. Scott, I swear to God, despite everything that's insane, are we still on? Are we still live? I just see circling. Despite all of the insanity, Scott, I am going to continue to, platform people. I don't care how bad it hurts. You know what? I'm going to keep platforming people until they drive me into the ground. I'm going to keep putting people on. Those people turn on me. And then I get blamed for it because I'm an egomaniac. But I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it until I can't do it anymore, I guess. Until people start believing and stop watching me. Yeah. I have to. I have to do it. Unhinged Crank says, EVS with Hangouts, you didn't have to use your camera. With OBS, do you have to? No, I am using I always used my camera. It's it's a little portable camera. I always used it. It's really no different. It's really no different. Am I still on? Am I still on? Let's see. You realize RX7FD, says you realize you can have a Cyberfrog gift pop up when people super chat or join, right? Eric July has all sorts of stuff when people interact. Ask him, could I get 3D Robin to make an animated jumping Cyberfrog? Yes, I could. I don't see why I couldn't. I just don't know how to do it. But other people can show me, and I'm telling you how to do this real quick. He gave me the quick rundown. I'm sure, obviously there's a lot more that I need to learn, but I'm going to learn, and it's going to be pretty cool. But thank you so much, Niall. Niall also panicked and said, oh my God, you're running the stream. Billy Tucci messaged me, like, oh my God, Yellow Flash 2 says, Boomer Artist Pro Secrets. Yellow Flash, well, come help me then. Let's see. A Cynical Centrist says, Odin has been using Streamlabs forever. He can help. I'm not using Streamlabs, though. I don't think. I'm just using OBS. I don't know if Streamlabs is different. I'm not really sure. This is a crazy stream. I actually have no agenda. I'm just reading you guys. This is because this is new, we're just doing a Q&A. I'm reading super chats and we're hanging out. Loch Ness Yoshi said, that's not too old. My dad is older than you, Ethan. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I guess a lot of your dads are probably a little older than me, if not my age. It's not too old for a dad. Petty Cab Avenger says, you should have Cyberfrog and Salamandroid fist bump in animation when somebody joins. 3D Robin, if you're listening, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. Wilberforce Wooster says, is that small door to your next right have a dumbwaiter? No, people have wondered what's in there. It's just the electrical box, You open that up and it's, an electrical box. I don't know why it's down here in the basement, but I'm glad that it is because, I can quickly, if we blow a fuse, I can quickly fix it, That's it. It should be better than that. It should be more interesting, but it isn't. Nice Psycho 2 poster. Underrated movie, says T. Paddington. I'm a huge Psycho fan. I'm a huge fan of Norman Bates. I own, if you saw, I have them signed by Janet Lee. I have them signed by Vera Miles. And I have all of Bates Motel. I have every version of Bates Motel, the TV show that came out, all signed. And obviously, I want all the posters too. Anytime, I have a hotel key from the Bates Motel. I own one of the keys from the TV show Bates Motel. Key number 13 that was hanging up on the rack, which I really dig. Yeah. Dynamo says, we heard heavy-footed stomping for 30 minutes. That was me being temperamental. Let's see. Yeah, I want that Cyberfrog animation. I do. People think my basement's haunted. I don't think it's haunted at all. KSK45 says, I'm here for the chair. Well, the chair's here. I'm sitting on it. Rhino4563 super chats me a bunch of chair emojis. Madaween says, earlier today you were talking about eating some Amish-made food. In Pennsylvania, my grandmother used to buy us Amish-made Lebanon bologna. It's very good. What I had today was Amish cheese hot dogs, and I grilled them, and they were excellent. I made 8 of them, and I ate like 4 of them for lunch. Steps and Gold says, chair franchise incoming. Unhinged Crank says, no, I mean, can I just use audio and my avatar with OBS, or do I have to use my camera? I don't know. Supreme Leader Matt says, will Cyberfrog ship soon? I'm moving in 2 weeks. Cyberfrog will ship soon. I'm not sure when still, guys. I update you on progress all the time. It involves printing these covers, the variant covers, or not the variant covers, the Chromium covers. The team-up covers are coming in this week, I'm told. And Aaron T, thanks for $2. Team-up covers are going to be in this week, and I'm like, well, why don't we ship out the team-up covers first? And everyone, I kind of agree. Like, it's like, maybe the Chromium people will get pissed off that they have to wait longer, and they backed first. King of Chura says, not only did I watch, I super chatted twice. Really? Thank you. Pilgrim Driver says, I'm collecting your original Cyberfrogs mags. Oh, that's nice. They're kind of hard to find. I hope you can find one. Peter Mayer says, I'm calling CPS, Chair Protection Services. I don't abuse my chair. Aaron C says, see the news about Death Stars back in 9? No? Oh, the Death Stars? The Death Star is back in episode 9? Well, I mean, it is. It's broken, though, right? It's busted up. Is it going to be back and in the sky? I hope not. I don't care anymore. I have no interest in episode. Well, I'm curious, but I really have very little interest in episode 9 and hardly any faith in it. Almost no faith in it. Xenomolly Bloom says, where is the Cyberfrog page I bought? Right here. Right behind me. In a big book. But I can ship those out. I'm thinking about actually shipping those out now. That's going to be tough because you know what? Like, I've got 48 people bought them. Now, some people are going to get 2-page spreads. And it has to be at random. I mean, sure, you can duke me a bribe, but no, you can't. It has to be at random. So I got to go through there, and some people are going to be thrilled with what they get. Some people are going to be less thrilled, but I got to just randomly choose who gets what. And I guess I'm going to go. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It just has to be random. Angry Liquid said, thoughts on the Boys TV show on Amazon Prime? I've heard it's great. Haven't watched it yet. 8 episodes. I need 8 hours to sit down and watch that show. Optimus Deadpool says, Streamlabs OBS is easier to use and actually have a go live and off button. No more chair streams, and it's practically boomer proof. Really? Okay. David L says, good evening, Uncle E. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for $2, David. I appreciate you. D Loves All Things says, after looking at your chair, you are over 500 pounds. I'm not. Not even close. I don't know where you guys, I don't know where you guys get this. What we should do is just like, I should get you guys involved in deciding who gets what page. I should just randomly pick a name. And then we should decide which page that person gets. That'd be pretty cool. James Karras says, the stream is looking great. Hey, get the girthy mic out of the way of your face and it'd be perfect. Is that better? Do I still sound okay? I really like to yell into the microphone. Let's see. Lucas King says, I want my book when you feel it's ready. I feel it's ready when it's ready, Lucas. I'm exhausted. I'm really tired of waiting for it. It's just been one holdup after the next. Mark C says, I know it's cliche, but the Amish make the best butter I've ever had. Unhinged Crank says, entire chair disappears because you're sitting in it. Yes, what would you expect? Indie Visualist says, episode 9 is supposed to introduce time travel. That's a rumor. I don't know if it's true. James Trammell says, are they sending shipping notices for Vampy? I bought 3. I don't think they are. I think they're just showing up. Everybody's getting them. If you bought 3, they're going to get there soon. And I think people are getting their posters, too. Was talking today about a bunch of things. cardboard Cyberfrog stand-ups came my way. I got offered a chance to make cardboard stand-ups that hold Cyberfrog comics or other people's comics. I got an offer to do buttons, like pins. And I said, we could just if we want, we could just do a quick Indiegogo where, we make merchandise available, like just random merchandise. Yeah, I don't know. Loch Ness Yoshi said, guys, stop picking on Ethan's weight. Yeah. My goodness. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, Loch Ness Yoshi, that's pretty much what they do here. That's why I stream. These people, they want to pick on my weight. They do. They enjoy it. They say, when we, Ethan, when you said you were going to make us wait for Cyberfrog, we didn't know that you meant 400 pounds. Plan 9 from Syracuse says, Ethan's son's friend alerted him to unmanned chair-based generation Zoomers. The future is bright. They're looking out for you, Ethan. I know. Everyone around here has my back. I appreciate it. I'm a dummy. You guys have to understand. I'm a dummy. I need your help. I definitely need your help. Peter Mayer says, no joke. Now, I see it cycling in the preview. Is it coming through clear? Aaron T says, you ignored my second super chat. Well, Aaron, I promise you, I didn't mean to, I didn't intend to. I must have skipped it. I must have not seen it. That's all, Let's see. Jeremy Camo says, EVS, my copy of Cyberfrog arrived at my ex-girlfriend's place, and we're not on friendly terms. Any ideas on helping this grab and go be smooth? Boy, that's a good question. So your girlfriend has your copy of Cyberfrog Vampirella, and you want it, obviously, but you just don't want to interact with her very much. Can you ask her to leave it on her porch? No, just make sure that she protects it, Yeah, Unhinged Crank says, we pay good money to pick on his weight. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you do. Look, I can see my chat revenue. $155 right now. $155. That's $1 for every pound that I weigh. That's amazing. Thank you, guys. I'm concerned about Jerry's Camo's girlfriend and his Cyberfrog. I'm concerned about that. I don't know what to do about that. I'm not the best with it. I'm not the best. You guys have ideas? Give her a chair? That's not a good idea. Nerf Clock says, who's the 5XL guy sitting in Mr. Chair? Oh. You know what? This is the problem. This is why I'm never going to have a co-host like this, because the co-host will take over the show. Some people are saying I skipped over their super chats as well. I don't know how that could possibly be. Let me see here. What happens if I go... you know what? I have no idea. Oh, I could go to this. I could go do this here. If I had internet, this would be working quicker. I got an alert today about Brutus the Badass. Pretty excited about having back that one. Despite drama. We got to get our comics out quicker because then drama shows up. I don't want any drama of... they took down the old beta version. Let me see. See purchase super thing is a problem. Oh, wait. Maybe it's... hold on a second. Live streaming. Maybe it's here. Chat revenue. Can we see super chats somewhere? Not sure. Let's see. You just got slandered on the kill stream over war campaign. Oh no. That's terrible. Let's see. Crowdfunding Comics says, I'm going to be posting OBS tutorials on our channel. Hit me up whenever for OBS lessons, you. Yes, I did panic. LOL. I didn't want to see any pantsless cameos. You are clear. Barb Rogers says, I don't care about the chair or anything else except what's behind that door. What is behind that door? Stormy VS's house. I told you what's behind that door. Barb, you've got to believe me. It's not that interesting. I mean, I can't reach the camera over there. You know. Could I? I don't know if I could do it. And I don't know if I'd be doxing myself. Like, I have to make sure that my address isn't written on the electrical panel or anything like that. New member, Tungsten XEE, thank you for joining, or EXE. Appreciate you joining the channel. Angry Liquid says, can you tell the story of the fat lady you sat next to on the airplane that smelled like cheddar? That is one of my favorites. I don't remember that story. I have no idea. Yeah. Let's see. Loch Ness Yoshi says, hey, Ethan, can you describe what the team-up cover will be like? And I mean, what kind of paper? Yeah, it should be a really nice cardstock. I'll be just as surprised as you when I get it. I'll be like, yes. I said, all quality. Everything has to be quality all the time. You know. It's not going to be... Oh, you know what? Another thing they told me. They're like, hey, we can do chromium with gold edges. And I said, what? And they said, chromium with gold edges. And I went, okay, well, I got to see that. I got to see what that looks like, honestly. You know, that should be good. T. Hominid says, unsolicited merch suggestion, Cyberfrog socks. Yes, 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 and yes, please. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to that. How do I show anything? I can't really show things anymore. Not yet. Yeah. Let's see here. Sticky Wicked says it wasn't Ralph, it was a spurred caller. Oh. Yeah. It was a very big day. Hold on a second. Very big day for me. Art T Bear says, Dynamo, it was a very big day for me, and I kicked it. Yeah. I like Ethan Ralph. I like that guy. You know. I asked him for a favor one time, and he did it for me, I think. So I like Ethan Ralph. I have nothing against him at all. If he were to want to talk a little shit, I'd be like, go ahead, pal. You know, have fun. Eric Weathers says Flying Fortress is still in demand on IGG. Eric, congratulations on the success of Flying Fortress. It's huge. D Loves All Things says, is Ethan really fat or is it OBS? Obese. OBS? Obese? Yeah. Let's see. Tell us what happened to the chocolate bunny, says Archgeek. Oh, that big chocolate bunny, I didn't eat it. I threw it out. I didn't eat that chocolate bunny. The big one that I got at the Amish market, I tried to eat it and the chocolate sucked. It wasn't even good quality chocolate. Like, if you know what it tasted like? You know that ice cream chocolate fudge stuff that you put on top of ice cream and it becomes a hard shell? It's like magic shell or something. But it tastes like bullshit. It does not taste like real chocolate. It just tastes like, I don't know, Hershey syrup. That's what this rabbit tasted like. And I took his ear off, and I was like, ooh, we're going to have a lot of chocolate. And I was like, this is garbage. I mean, it was worth it as a prop. Like, it's funny to see a $100 Amish rabbit in my car. Like, I'm kidnapping this chocolate rabbit. That was funny, but it was not good. And somebody else sent me, Ian Howe sent me a really good chocolate rabbit. And it wasn't as big. It was only like this big. I ate that thing by myself. That thing was great. That was good chocolate. Rodin says, OBS, more like obese. I know. Let's see. Mark C says, please don't ever do that Super Chat celebration window. Those are the worst. Well, I get Super Chats fairly frequently, so I don't think I would do that. But I would definitely do new member celebrations. You know. Yeah. Dr. Meatball says, well, comic pros are scraping by on cat food. EVS is throwing out full chocolate rabbits. Nobody wanted it. It wasn't just me. You guys, if you think that it was just me that threw out this chocolate rabbit, it wasn't. Like, nobody in the house wanted it. Anybody could have eaten it, and nobody wanted it. It sucked. It was meant just to be looked at. It had little crunchy, like, what would you call them? The Easter eggs were separate candies, and they were malted milk balls, and I ate those. I ate like 3 of those, but the whole bunny went in the garbage. You know. Cirrus Nightshade says, for Cyberfrog Black and White, did you think of doing a coloring book version? That's a possibility. I mean, we're trying to make money. We're obviously trying to make as much money off of this book as we can, but I don't want to overdo it. Doing black and white covers, black and white variant covers is easy. It's quick and easy. So we're going to do that. Doing a black and white interior book, are people going to think, people are going to make fun of me and they're going to be like, you're pushing it. You're pushing it. But I don't know. I really do want to say that this book made $1 million. I want to tell my grandmom that. She's like, my grandmom is old. I want to tell her that her grandson made $1 million on a single comic book before we lose her. God willing, we'll never lose her. I hope. She's coming over in 2 weeks. I want to show her my new house and stuff. But I want to tell my grandmom that. So that's important. We'll see how that goes. Wow. Kenny Jones, thanks for $20. He says, Ethan, I'm going to a Comic-Con in Tulsa in September. I know you've been to lots of cons. Have you ever been down that way? Of course. I've been everywhere. I've been all over the country. Revealed the pinup poster. Instead of a pie, buy something here. Cupcake? Micah Curtis has a book called Englewood. Englewood. It's on Indiegogo right now. It looks great. It looks awesome. It looks like video game graphics. I can't even describe it. It looks like somebody drew a classic, like the artwork of a video game arcade from like the late 80s or early 90s. Like that's the way his art looks. It looks really, really cool. And I mean, I'm a big fan of Micah Curtis and a big fan of his YouTube channel. So check out his Indiegogo. Englewood. Not the best name. Doesn't really roll off the tongue. But check it out anyway, because it looks like it's going to be a great book. Oh my God, I wish you all the success in the world. Mr. CPU says, have you checked your chair's pronouns? It's never made that clear to me. Brian Christgau. I love Brian Christgau. He's got a comic book called Six Gun Gorilla. He's already got 6 issues out. It's awesome. Oh, Geeks and Gamers is here. Jeremy's here. He says, we need more chair representation. Chair video. That's going to be my next thing. And I'm just going to leave the camera on. Chair video, and then I just leave. Okay? Brian Christgau says, hey, EVS, I just want to say muchas gracias for the love for Six Gun Gorilla on Antonio's live stream. Definitely gave my campaign a much-needed boost. Brian Christgau, your book, Six Gun Gorilla, is excellent, and you deserve more. I mean, you deserve a little bit more attention. I don't know. Antonio's stream didn't have that many people in it. Six Gun Gorilla, awesome comic book. Real, like it's not what you think it is. It's not silly. It's kind of heavy, Brian. Wouldn't you say? It's kind of deep, and that's kind of how I like it. I mean, it's like Cyberfrog is the same way. People go, your book is about a robot frog. No, it isn't. It's not about a robot frog. The robot frog is the protagonist, okay, but it's about something much more cool. Robot frogs are cool. Wait, it's about something much more substantial than that, and adult. It has a few adult themes. Not like porno, not like adult like that, like end of the world kind of stuff, survival, friendship also. James Dean Anderson, $2 says, send me some cash from OBS Riches. Poverty sucks. Hold on a second. Let me get Andrea here. This is my fault, James. I just see Andrea and she's always busy. She's always working. Oh, she's probably asleep upstairs. I'm going to just text her. You guys can't see my phone, right? Okay. Hey, we need to pay. I'm so sorry, James. His beauteous Rainbow Brute logo. And I need you for other stuff, too. I need you for lots of other things, including to help me decorate this channel. Logo. I don't know if she's... Okay, very good. She knows about it, James. We will take care of it either tonight or tomorrow morning. And, appreciate it. That Rainbow Brute logo is beautiful. Lucas King says, Kyle Ritter variant cover, 1.25 million easy. If we had Kyle do a Cyberfrog variant, another variant, we're going to drive these people crazy. These SJWs are going to go nuts. People who do not like me are going to go crazy if I do another variant cover. I would love to do a Kyle Ritter variant cover. I bought his 2 pinups, but they're in the book as pinups. I can't use those as covers. But I could get him to do a new one, if he's not busy. He is kind of busy, but you know. Scrolling down, scrolling down. Mr. CPU says, your monster has formed a rivalry with that chair. I saw it on Twitter. My chair and my monster are deciding which one is more popular, etc., etc. Echo Base Network says, has anyone in indie comics ever made $1 million on a single book? Well, I would think that Robert Kirkman has, for Walking Dead. And then, I think that, obviously Image guys way back when, but it's been a long time. It's a rare occurrence. How far away are you from 1 million? You're going to start another tier to hit that mark? Echo Base Network, we are sitting at $869,000 right now for Cyberfrog Blood Honey. Now, to be fair, that's over the course of 3 different campaigns with variant covers. So Doug TenNaples' Earthworm Jim, which has only been in one single campaign, is up to like $760,000. It is, I haven't checked, but I think that's where it is. It has obliterated Cyberfrog Blood Honey's first campaign. But you know what? I mean, over time, I think Doug's book is going to overtake Cyberfrog Blood Honey. That book's definitely going to hit $1 million. Am I going to start another tier? Yes, I'm going to sell another variant cover. I think I'm going to sell like 3 different variant covers with black and white covers just to get it over that, over that mark. And I think we can do it. I'm not sure. I think we can do it. I think we can. Thanks for watching my channel. Love your content. Am I still going? I don't know if I'm still going. Love your content. What is a good comic series to start? Not that I'm done with Walking Dead. Or now that I'm done with Walking Dead. Fables. I would read Fables. I would read Why the Last Man. I would read Where Are You? Preacher. There's so many good books. Those are the ones I would start with. And of course, The Boys, which right now you can get at Dynamite. The Boys is doing incredible. I mean, it's just raking in the dough. Everyone's buying that comic because everyone loves the TV show. It is for adults, and it is funny and sick and awesome. Perfect Blue is here. He says, love the new look, EVS. Hey, thanks, Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue is like is a critic. Perfect Blue has been super chatting on the streams and everything, and I'm always like, wow, Perfect Blue has opinions. I'm glad we're making you happy, pal. Let's see. Yeah, okay. James Dean Anderson says, all good. For real, you look way better through OBS. Yeah, I see some of the streams. Like, I saw like a recent stream of me, and my face is all white and like flattened out, like, and I'm just like, whoa, like, holy God, I look like a marshmallow with 3 holes in it. That's not good. You don't want to look like a marshmallow with 3 holes in it, Raymond Dean says, what's up with the Salamandroid variant? Oh, the Salamandroid variant, we are printing 3,000 of them. We've sold, I think, 2,200 of them. So we've got, I'm printing 3,000 of them in case any of them get damaged. We need to have an overprint to replace anything that gets damaged in the mail. After that, we're going to have extra copies, and I'm going to decide how to sell them, how to distribute them. People have said to me, hey, sell them through other campaigns. I might do that at a way inflated price. I might say, hey, you can get a Salamandroid book for $50 instead of $25, something like that. Let's make some more money off of these books. Let's see. Mark C says, you need to get a new campaign going for a new book. I want you to kick Doug TenNaples' Earthworm butt. Well, that's going to be tough to do. I'm looking at Doug TenNaples' thing, and his Earthworm Jim campaign is huge. It's going to last. That record is going to be pretty much untouchable for Rainbow Brute. Well, I'll try. We'll go at it. I have some ideas. Somebody sent me. Let me show you guys. Let's see if I can do this here. I can't really show you on the stream yet, but I can hold up a picture of it. Sure, why not? Oh, Mitch Breitweiser was live a couple seconds ago. People, I'm looking at my emails right now. 100 emails from people saying, "Hey, your camera's still on." Yeah, I know. Whoops. All right, let me see here. So, check this out. This, I think... Okay. Let me see. How can I do this? This, I think, is a way to make more money. And you guys can tell me what you think of this. This is going to be... can you see that? This is going to be for Rainbow Brute. Now, okay. So it's like this, except there'll be Rainbow Brute artwork all over it. It's going to look like a lunchbox. As you can see, it opens up like a lunchbox. And that's just the right size to fit comic books and stuff in it. We will put a plushie or a PVC of Rainbow Brute hanging off of it. And that'll be the early bird special. That's the early bird special for Rainbow Brute. It's going to cost a lot. It's going to be very expensive. Inside will be everything. You're going to get everything that you want, maybe even something exclusive. You're going to get stickers. You're going to get all the comics, Bro White, Rainbow Brute, whatever we're going to make is going to be in that suitcase. And that little suitcase is exclusive. We're going to print, I think we're going to make 2,500 of them for early bird purchasers, backers. Limit them. You can only buy a certain number of them. And I think that's going to zoom us ahead. We're planning on Rainbow Brute for sometime, maybe by the end of this month. Okay. James Trammell says, need a black and white 11x17 hardcover, no lettering. Oh, I want to see what you guys think of that. Mark C says, you need to get a new campaign going. Okay, I read that one. What'd you guys think? Sold? You like that box? It's not a briefcase. It's the size of a comic book. Okay. Madhouse Production says, you can't screen share. I don't know how yet. I don't want to mess around. At this point. I end up accidentally doxing myself. Stupid. But yeah, I think those are going to be cool. I got a good price on them. And initially I got like a cookie tin, and they told me how much the cookie tin it was just going to be that with a lid. And I said, I want a hinge, I want a lock, and I want a handle. Okay? How much is that? And they came back at me, and it was like just a few dollars more for that a piece. And I went, boom, excellent. Yeah, it looks like a deal or no deal briefcase. We'll put Rainbow Brute all over it. We're going to limit it to 2,500. And the first 2,500 people who back the campaign at that level are going to get one of those. I think that's going to be... I think that'll be good. I think if we can... I mean, look, if we're going to beat Rainbow Brute, that will, Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. People are like, that's loser talk, Ethan. You're going to get to 1 million. I don't know. Look, guys, I got to just prepare. I got to prepare myself to make sure that the book is good and the campaign is appealing and it's full of a lot of good stuff for you guys to buy. A lot of tiers that have interesting, objects, products to purchase. And then just hope you guys are interested because, I can't control it. But you better believe it. I'm going to be out there hyping it. I'll be everywhere talking about it. And it's going to be fun. Down Forward Punch says, what comic were you most proud of working on when you were at DC? Hail Chair. Sinestro Corps War. I loved working on Sinestro Corps War because that was right after Flash Rebirth or Green Lantern Rebirth, and I was getting to do Green Lantern my way. I was getting to do Sinestro my way, I should say. And I mean that's a big deal. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to show you something. Do I still even have it? I can't find it. But I found this instead. You guys got to visit with the chair for a little while. While I was gone. Hold on, let me catch up with you guys. Okay, are we all caught up? Let me just make sure I didn't miss a super chat. Oh, Mr. CPU says you need to talk to Doug. He's getting dangerous. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? All I need is you guys. You know, I don't need to talk to Doug. I know what he's up to. You know, I know what he's doing, and we're gonna have to deal with it. But you know, what's gonna happen? All right. So look, this is what I'm most proud of here. This was from Sinestro Corps War. And basically, you know, before this came out, before Sinestro War came out, you know, Sinestro was wearing blue. You know, he had kind of a jester's uniform. Sinestro was kind of silly. And I changed that. I made him wear yellow instead, and I gave him a new costume, and I kind of changed his whole demeanor and everything. I made him look more like Hitler. And believe it or not, it sold a lot. People were like, Sinestro is Hitler. I'll take that. That's great. So a lot of people got into it. A lot of people enjoyed it. But part of what I was doing was creating an army for him. So Sinestro needed a whole like army of aliens that would be evil. The Sinestro Corps is full of terrorists because let me take this off here. I got the ticker going. There we go. That's better. So the Sinestro Corps is made up of terrorists, and they need to be scary. Their rings are powered by the fear of other people. So, you know, in other words, the more afraid, this is a great concept. The more afraid you can make people, the more powerful your ring is. Perfect. That's awesome. So here they are. Here's the Sinestro Corps. Of course, this is Romat Ru. He's just Tomar Ray, but he's from the same race as Tomar Ray. Not a big deal. I threw him in there. I gave him a scar on his eye. Jeff named him Romat Ru. You know, I just wanted to keep some consistency to the aliens. This right here is my honey and my baby. This is Carousel. I love Carousel. I'm so glad they made an action figure of her, and it was a limited release. I think you could only get this at San Diego Comic-Con. I missed out. I ended up having to spend like $300 to get one of these. And by the way, like the DC logo is loose here. Carousel, like Carousel, I had this dream, and some of my best ideas, my visual ideas, come from dreams. I just go into, you know, I daydream at night, or so. I daydream at night. It's a dream. But I had this idea where a beautiful woman, a ghostly, almost skeletal, pale white woman, was like dressed in flowing white, transparent clothing, and each like her clothing had threads, white threads coming off it that were connected to skeletons of horses. And there were 4 of them, and they were kind of orbiting her. She was a ghost, you know, and she would kind of float through the air while these skeletons of horses orbited her. And this stuck with me. This image meant so much. Like I woke up and I just said, "Wow, that is awesome." Okay. Now I wanted it. I was thinking this is a Ghost Rider villain. Probably if I ever work on Ghost Rider, that's what I'm gonna do. But suddenly I told Jeff this idea. He said, "Make it an alien. Make them alien dogs, constructs, and let's make her into a Sinestro Corps villain." And here she is. And you know her dog's ripped off half of her face. You know, et cetera, et cetera. You have to buy it. She has 3 dogs. You know, you have to buy, I guess, 3 of these to get 3 dogs because it only comes with 1 dog. But I'm not going to buy 3 of them. They're hard to find. Carousel. So proud of this. So, you know, this comes from the work that I did at DC that I'm most proud of. And indeed, you know, it's like that stuff is still kind of in use. Malazea says Indiegogo for chair action figure. Indiegogo lantern. Melissa Irvin says Rainbow Brute, the Prism Schism. It's a good title. Yeah. You know, I wanted the slogan to be Rainbow Brute, get on the spectrum. You know. Are you on the spectrum? I don't know. Not sure yet. I talked to Cecil about it. EVS was very high. Was high on Amish chocolate. Hoth Rebel says your dreams sound very Mormon, Ethan. Why do you think they sound Mormon? You know. 4 Star says Mike is doing a drawn and quartered chair edition. Yeah. Everyone chair action figure EVS not included. That's good. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that I do. I think about stuff like that all the time, you know. And now I'm just. You know, I don't know what that is. Come to think of it, I had an idea with Cyberfrog, and it was similar. Like it was similar. Like I'm thinking in terms of action figures and things. And I had this kind of thing with Cyberfrog and bees that was, we'll get to all this. I can't talk about all the ideas that I have that I'm not using yet. Even though I want to, I just want to talk to people about ideas. You know, that's the thing I miss about Jeff Johns. I never had that with anybody else. I never had that relationship with anybody else in comics where we just get on the phone and hash out ideas. I mean, Zach is close. Honestly, if anybody's close to somebody who wants to get on the phone and hash out ideas, it's Zach. Your boy Zach hits me up with his ideas all the time. Antoine Dennison says it sounds gay. Yeah, I guess it does. I don't know. Was Gail, let's see, Joe Swain says, was Gail Simone okay to work with back in the day? I saw an interview from 7 years ago where you talked about that. No, Gail Simone was not fun to work with. She was a nightmare. But she was okay sometimes. You know what? Gail Simone was different. Like, here's the thing. When I would talk to Jeff Johns would be like, I'd be like, hey, I got this idea about, a ghostly woman with horses, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, that's good, but do it like this. He'd say, basically, it's the whole kind of yes and notion of improv comedy. It's like, yeah, you don't tell somebody no. You say yeah and then add to it, and that's the best way to collaborate. Gail was tough because Gail, I try to get into creative conversations with her, and we'd be talking, and I'd wait for her to add something, and she would be like, yeah, I'm not really somebody that comes up with things on the spur of the moment like that. So I'll think about it and get back to you. And I'd be like, that's no fun, It's like, let's jam, She was never like that. M. Cappy says it's awesome when your characters get realized. Yeah, it is. It is really, really cool. It's great to get like action figures of stuff that you created. I'm looking forward to the Cyberfrog action figures. I think they're going to be my best. Yeah, Zach. Zach has all kinds of ideas, and Zach wants to tell you about them. And the stuff that Zach wants to talk about, he wants to talk about like gross aspects sometimes of what he's doing. And I can't tell you what I mean because it would ruin his whole thing. Like it would ruin one of his next stories. But he's like, what would happen if this happened? And it was something like out of a Hannibal Lecter movie. And I was like, that's disgusting. And he's like, and then they eat it. And I'm like, that's disgusting, Zach. And he's like, but I'm doing it though. And I'm like, okay. Suppa Sandwich, thanks for $4.99. Doug is getting so many refund requests that he said he had to cut it off. Yikes. Imagine getting so many refund requests, you tell people no more refunds. I'm getting refund requests too. It's no fun. And by the way, stop refunding Doug just because you're mad for me. My feeling about that is this. You made a commitment to support his book. Okay? It's not like you didn't give him money because you like him. You gave him money to support his project. And, just don't support it next time if you don't want to. I don't like this idea of people refunding. I don't like getting refunds, and I don't want other people to refund either. Because, it's like, at this point, like Doug is probably almost already done Earthworm Jim. He's going to send it to print. He's making plans for how much it's going to cost. You're cutting into the money that like he needs to produce the book. He planned to produce the book at this price. Same thing happens here. It's like, it's not that much money. I know it seems like a lot of money, but when you actually do like take out the taxes and when you take out the money that it costs to actually produce and then ship these books, it ain't that much money. And so you're really hurting him when you do that. You don't need to hurt him, So if you hear me, do not, I don't like that. E says, Rainbow Brute Spectrum Shift. Thank you. Yeah, I know. A lot of people are like, F Doug. He's insulting Comicsgate. Just leave him be. I want to forget I ever met him. I really do. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to help him. I just want to forget I ever met him. That's what I would like. That'd be the best. I think that's the best alternative for both of us. Loch Ness Yoshi said, I don't get people refunding. To me, Cyberfrog Blood Honey is too awesome to refund. Oh, thanks, Loch Ness Yoshi. Appreciate it. Christ Energetic says, refund is stupid. Just resell and make money. That's the other thing, guys. All of these books come out and they're worth 3 times what you paid for them. Sell it. Make your money. Dennis Peruk says, I will buy all your refunds. I know they're like, I told people that I had 3 refunds on Chromiums, and I got buried with people saying, can I buy them? Can I buy them? And I went, I now no. Because I had 3 Chromiums, and I've got, 48 people who want to buy them. I know. Super Sandwich says, very admirable position, sir. Hats off to you. Well, look, this is the thing. Like, people blow this up into a big deal. Let's not. Karma comes for us all. Let's just be prepared. Let's try to be good. Let's try to be on the right side of this. And I've already got people saying Ethan's trying to hurt Doug because Ethan's a megalomaniac. I don't want to hurt Doug. I don't want to. It's like I don't want to. I just, let's, let him be. I don't even want to talk about him. Andrew Huerta says, does the chair have a name? No, we got to give it a name. We got to give the chair a name. I don't know what we would name it. Girthy, I guess. I would say girthy. Cover that chair with chromium. Oh, that would be nice. Can you imagine if my chair was shiny? Yeah. Christ Energetic says, I'm going to be straight up. EVS got me back into comics, and I'm happier for it. I'm glad to hear that, Christ Energetics. That's great. Dragon of the Blackpool says, you're a good dude, Ethan. Well, I just don't want it done to me. You know what it is to me is it's the golden rule. It's the golden rule. Ethan, do you want this done to you? I don't want it done to me. So I'm not going to recommend that it happens to other people. And that's by the way, that's another way of looking at karma. Dragon Lord says, you have the right attitude, EVS. Now please put back the chair stream so I can skim it for secrets. No, I deleted that. I was like, what's going to happen is people are going to, put audio filters on the conversation that I was having upstairs. And they're going to examine it. Like, that'll get released. Things have gotten so crazy. It's like, here's what Ethan was saying. No. Ethan says the same thing everywhere he goes. But even still, it's embarrassing. I was crying. That's why. I was like, could you guys hear me crying upstairs? That's what I was worried about. People want it to be called Cherry or Old Bessie. Girthy Stallion. Good name for a chair. It could be Girthy Stallion because that is the name of Rainbow Brute's. Well, it's not. It's the breed of Rainbow Brute's horse. Ticket says, Ethan, I think you're all right. Saying you're good might be going a little too far. Let's be honest. I don't. Yeah, fine. I honestly, all I want to do is, you guys have to understand. And by the way, I'm thinking as time goes by, I'm like, do I need to walk away from Comicsgate? Like, do I need to? Is that what everybody wants me to do? Do I need to walk away from it? I don't want to. I don't want to. What am I going to do? I'd be on my YouTube channel promoting my own work for me. I don't know what the future is in that for anyone except for me. I want to help people. I'm going to do fine no matter what. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to draw comics and sell them to you guys because you're going to get excited about them. I just worry about it. It's like, is this going to be so much pressure? Are they going to put so much pressure on Comicsgate? The Comicsgate will just explode. It could happen. And if I walk away, I think that everybody would lose hope. They would lose faith. Yeah, I don't know. Listen to the chair. I've got too many people. I've got too many people that need to be funded. I got too many people whose books need to be funded, and I got to do it. And I get tired sometimes. I actually just feel tired, from, getting run down, getting beat up over stuff that I don't know what they're talking about. War campaign. You know. Margaret Miracle says, we can handle the pressure. Sopa Sandwich says, EBS Indiegogo buying guide. Is Cyberfrog Blood Honey the first one? Is it the first one what? It should be the only issue of Cyberfrog that you need to read. The first one, I mean. There'll be more after that. You know. But yeah, it's like if you haven't read the issues of Cyberpunk in the 1990s, you don't need to read them. I mean, they're not that good anyway. In fact, they're terrible. Some of them. I think they were getting better towards the end. Like Cyberpunk number 0 isn't bad. Amphibionics isn't bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. And by the way, those books just seem negative to me too. Like Cyberfrog was mean to Heather in some of them. You know, Cyberfrog's actually mean to Heather in some of those old books. And that's something he would never be now. You know, one thing that I take pride in is, and one thing that I got from DC Comics is learning how to write heroes a little bit more and writing characters that like each other, because that's a million times more appealing than characters that hate each other. And yet, writing hatred is so easy. Writing negativity is so easy. But writing people who are kind, who relate to each other, who you know care about each other, want to be heroes. People who get down, people who get discouraged, but people who still want to stand up and you know be what they mean to be. And that's a big theme of Cyberfrog, where it's just like despite what your boy Zach says, you're not a monster. You're a hero. You are whatever you mean to be, as long as you be that thing. You know, Cyberfrog just feeling like, just because of the way people look at him and the way he's treated by humans, that they think I'm a monster. He's not programmed to be a monster. He's programmed to be a hero. You know, that's what he was meant to be. That's his instinct. But it's like he gets treated this way. And Heather has to just tell him, it's like, decide who you are and be that every single day. Go out there and be that, because you determine who you are. Other people do not determine who you are. Just telling you that you are something bad is not the answer. It's not the end of the conversation. The conversation begins and ends with you and your own behavior. And you can't be, you can't be perfect all the time. Nobody's expecting perfection, but, mean to be a hero. Intend to be a hero. Intend to be something big. Go out there and be that. That's what the book turns out to be about. And even when you fail, get up and do it again. You're going to fail multiple times. Get up off your ass, try again. That's what Cyberfrog is. The world is heavy, the world is complicated, and problems can seem insurmountable, but Cyberfrog just Cyberfrog sometimes doesn't know what's coming for him, and he gets knocked on his ass, but he gets up and he tries again. And he does it with the help of friends. Swine Dog 772 says that, or 712 says, those chromium covers are badass. Show them again since your picture is better now. Yeah. 1 second. Okay. I had them over here. I usually keep them right, at my desk. I had to take them away. All right. The book isn't in it, but these are the covers. Okay. So this is the Salamandroid chromium cover, and as you can see, it's just a mirror on the other side. It's a mirror. Beautiful. It's for it. You know what it is? It's for, as I said before, it's for SJWs who are like, I want to see myself in comics. How come I don't see myself in comics? Now you do. Now you see yourself in comics. Okay, that's what it is. So this is the Salamandroid variant. Actually, this isn't. This is it is, but it isn't. This is the flat version. The real version has all this beveling texture in the red in the background. I had to return that today. I had to return that to the printer with notes on it. But I was able to keep the ones that we're not using. Okay, this is Cyberfrog just plain chromium. And again, this is, if you back the first campaign, you'll be receiving something like this. But you can see, look, see this beveling in here? Like all this texture? Okay, that's what the Salamandroid cover has on it, but it's not what the Cyberfrog cover is going to have. Cyberfrog cover just has speed lines. The speed lines are dug into it. I mean, they're carved into it. Inside, this is what it's like. They got to print these. These are coming over, and they're going to be attached to the guts of the book. This is another version of the Cyberfrog Chromium, but this is the Cyberfrog Chromium that's just plain. And I said, no, I kind of like the speed lines being dug into the book. Once again, my All Caps Comics logo looks so professional. Created by James Dean Anderson, the same guy, the same individual who created the Rainbow Brute logo. And I love his work so much. I'm so proud of this logo. I'm so proud of it. It looks like a fast food restaurant from the 50s. That's why I like it. All right, let me see where we're at here. Sorry, guys. I went off on a whole thing there, and I missed some of your super chats. So let me scroll back and see. Okay. New member, we've got Ronnie Strike just joined the channel. Thank you, Ronnie Strike. Jay Gatt says, just make your own company, then your word is law. Well, I'm making my own company anyway, But what about something that people understand? What about Comicsgate, in which people understand what it is? And I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me read these super chats. Antoine Dennison says, you don't need Comicsgate to promote indie comics, EBS. You don't understand. That's what I'm going to talk to you about in a second. Unhinged Crank says, Cyberfrog in the 90s had a Howard the Duck vibe. Yeah, I think a little bit, yeah. Ronnie Strike, thank you for a $1 donation. Appreciate that. David L. says, are you ever going to come to Central Florida for a fan meetup? I love Central Florida. Maybe I will. We're thinking about going to Disney World as a family, for, I think, like October, like Halloween. So I want Ava to go to Disney World so much. We took her to the Cherry Hill Mall, and she's 3 years old. We let her loose in Disney World, or in the Disney store, and she just went, wow, like that. And Andrea almost cried. And Ava just ran around. She got to choose whatever she wanted. She got a couple of stuffed animals, but she was so excited by the Disney store. And I said, I think she's ready for Disney World, honestly. So maybe we'll do that, and then you guys can definitely come. I don't know, maybe we find a place to meet up. I don't know. We'll see about that. Mark C says, what are the action figures on top of your pen rack? I just showed you these. I don't know if you came in just a second ago. This is Carousel and Romat Rue from the Sinestro Corps. I designed both of them, but I don't really take credit for Romat Rue because it's just Tomar Ray, but in a yellow suit. Carousel is very much mine. Very much mine. My idea, my vision, and so I particularly love Carousel. Of course, DC Comics owns her, and all that stuff. All right, let me get caught up here, and we'll talk about, are we all caught up? Scrolling down. Ray says, do it, EVS. I'm an hour away from Orlando. Yeah, sure. I'll think about it. I'll think about doing a meetup. I have to think about what my family wants, and I have to think about my own safety. I mean, honestly, there are people who want to beat me with a bike lock, I'm sure. So, that's something to consider. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Why not just care about independent comics? Why not? Because independent comics feed into the mainstream. Independent comics are more subject to SJW meddling than actual Marvel, DC, etc. comics. Because these people, look at them. Look at the people we're talking about. How do you define what is a non-SJW independent comic? You've got Mags Visaggio all over the place. You've got all of these people meeting up in secret hangouts, plotting to destroy your boy Zach. Why am I promoting their work? I don't want to promote their work. I don't want to. I want to hitch them up to plows. So, me promoting independent comics just broadly, just saying, whatever indie comics, I'm just promoting indie comics. That's them hitching me to a plow. Okay, I'm not here to be hitched to a plow by SJWs, and the entire industry, for the most part, is subject to that kind of thing. By the way, Porter Stanley says, if I donate $100 right now, can I get a Chromium Cyberfrog when they ship? No, Porter, but you'll have an opportunity. I promise you. you'll have a fair opportunity to grab one. Dragon Lord says, EVS, can you drop sick beats faster than Rob Liefeld on his hired help? Oh, that's not nice. No, I can't. I can't. All right, so let's see. Gosho says, Jesus, poor EVS now trying to destroy independent comics. I'm trying to promote people who are brave enough to stand up against SJWs. That's where I want my energy to go. That's called Comicsgate. I'm not here just to broadly support comics. I'm not here to do that. Other people can do that. That's not what I'm going to do. I am going to promote the people who recognize the problem in the comic book industry, which is SJW infiltration. And if they're brave enough to come to me and say, I am Comicsgate, I'm willing to stand next to you, I'm willing to be seen with you, I'm willing to have my books, my presence on your live stream, I will promote the living hell out of them. If they are not willing to do that, for whatever reason, if they're afraid, if they just disagree with me completely, or if they're actively a part of the problem, I am not here to waste my energy promoting cowardice. I am not here to waste my energy promoting people who do not align with what I consider to be the most important value in the comic book industry right now. Standing up against social justice warriors and saying, no more, we're not going to let you do this anymore. You can't have an entire foothold over the entire industry. When you're just broadly saying, I'm going to support just independent comics, are you? Are you going to just support independent comics? Are you going to support that goddamn weirdo who wanted to blow up your boy Zach and put him in a wheelchair? That's an independent comic. Now, we make exceptions. I mean, there are certain people who, I know, have feelings about SJWs, and I align with them for the most part, but they're afraid. I understand people who are afraid, but fear never gets you anywhere. Never let fear decide your fate. Never let fear decide your fate. Take control of things. Take control of things and make us stand. Those are the people I want to support, and we have people like that around Comicsgate. I think it's important. If it dies, that's it. If it dies, that's it. If I walk away, I have a feeling eventually it'll collapse. That sucks. That's a startling thing to realize. But when these people make efforts to discourage me, to dogpile me, to get me to resign or just feel bad or gloomy about what I'm doing, they celebrate. They celebrate the death of Comicsgate, because it means no more opposition to them. Johnny Brightus says, stop by Animal Kingdom at Disney and I'll draw Ava's caricature. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Yeah, I love Animal Kingdom and we would love to meet you. DJ Kong says, please do a meetup in Florida. We're no SJW safe haven. I love Florida. Liam Gray says, I am Comicsgate. By the way, every time I do an appearance in Orlando, it's massively attended. I mean, every time I do it, it's massive. People love comics in Florida, and people are really nice to me in Orlando. Half Mad Jesus says, stand strong with Comicsgate, Ethan. I have to. I am Comicsgate. But you know what? I mean, we are going to take a beating. I guess that's what's going to happen now. We're going to take a beating again, and it's just. What is this, the 5,000th beating that we've taken? I mean, for being Comicsgate. It's a shame that it's coming from people who, we used to trust, people who we supported. That's a real shame, but I guess I'm standing up to it. I don't know, guys. I listen to you guys, and I have to just judge. I just have to judge, like, if you guys support this, if you're, support me continuing to do this or not. The minute all of you say stop, not a lot of you, everyone's going to say just stop. I guess I'll stop, but I don't want to, because I think there's still work to be done. And I'm going to go gray. I'll be completely gray by the end of the year. Gimp Rider 66 says, just do regular promotion stream with the creators in addition to this type of stream. I will, Obviously, that's going to happen, but I don't know how to do it yet. Fonzie Lopez says, EVS, you should create a concept album of your own music as a tier in your Rainbow the Brute Indiegogo, like an all-keyboard Yes record. That sounds horrible. When I sing, people stop listening. People quit. Yeah. So, SJWs are doing an amazing job selling manga, says Doitman. Yeah, for real. Manga's doing great. SJWs have destroyed, the mainstream, comic book industry as it is. Gots the Iron Hand says, it hurts, but we'll bounce back. We always do. Of course we will. I have to be strong, guys. People are going to call me names. People are going to call me an egomaniac. People are going to call me a monster. How much more of this do I get to endure? How much more of this do I get to take? How much more of this is coming my way in my lifetime? It's incredible. It's just incredible. I don't want to whine. I'm whining. Shut the fuck up, Ethan. I'm blessed. Got to remember that. I'm blessed. Beautiful family. Beautiful wife. The girl I dreamed of is my wife right now. Beautiful family. Beautiful young daughter. Big house. Shiny comic books. Couldn't be happier. The Dallas Deadeye says, Uncle E caricature better start drawing the nose right now. You know what? I've yet to see... Mike Miller did a pretty good job. Let me look at my face. Mike Miller did a pretty good job when he drew me. I think he made my beard a little too big. Made me too Santa Claus. Let's see. But I've yet to see a really good caricature of me where I went, damn, that's me. Whiskey Bacon says, Ethan, can you tell us what the deal is with your 5XL toenail clippers on your desk? Yeah, I cut my fingernails with these. I know, guys, it's a joke, Okay. My thumbnail with toenail clippers. Yeah, Liam Gray says, my neighborhood electricity just came back after 10 hours. I'm guessing I have missed a lot. Yeah, a little bit. That's okay. Thank you for bringing Scott from Door Kickers on. Did I bring Scott on? I don't think I have. I think I just promoted him real quick because he sent me a super chat. I don't think I brought Scott on yet, but I mean, there are a bunch of people that I still want to bring on. And, it's like Monster MD, I'm still looking at. I'm still looking at all the guys that I had on before, I want to get those guys funded and supported. And then all these other little guys. Until people get their own platforms, grown. I'm hoping that happens this year, too. Stephen Miller says it's a Roman nose. That's what they always tell me, but it doesn't look that bad right now. Right now, it doesn't look that bad. Hold on. That doesn't look that bad, this profile shot of me. It's like when I get closer to the camera that you realize that it's like... No, I like my nose. My nose is okay. It looks all right. Let's see. Sean Crummell says, hey, Ethan, I reviewed both Howard the Duck #1 and Cyberpunk #1. Check out Random Back Issue Reviews. Random Back Issue Comics on YouTube. Sean Crummell's channel. Random Back Issue Comics, he did a review of the original Cyberpunk #1. Ronnie Strike, thanks for $20. Wow, says, uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. I think you have handled the BS over the last couple of weeks calmly and effectively. The tin is so cool. Keep us posted on the chromium covers and when. Dinner and drinks on me if you hit Tulsa. Hey, thanks, Ronnie. Yeah, no, I don't think I've handled it that well. I resent what I regret what I did to War Campaign. I do. I didn't sleep well that night. I regret what I said about Ro Kabir. Even I think Ro Kabir has made some mistakes, but I can't be like that. I was cruel. I was angry. I was really angry. I saw Red, and I've seen Red like twice this week. Like Red, like when you're like when you want to just when you're angry and you just want to vent. Like I've seen Red twice. Once was about War Campaign when I found out that Praetorian did that thing with Nurkish in an attempt to manipulate me to kick Nurkish out of Comicsgate. That blew my mind. I was so mad about that. But War Campaign as a whole took the blame for that when it was only Praetorian who did it. And that's what I regret. I feel like I was manipulated. I think people who had a grudge against those boys wanted me to hurt them. I don't like that at all. I apologize to those of them who are innocent. You know, there's some of you who need to knock it off still. When I say knock it off, I mean knock it off. But you know, some of you were innocent and you didn't deserve that. So I didn't sleep easy that night. And the other time I saw red, and again, both times that I saw red, both times that I got angry, I made mistakes. Both times I made mistakes. The second time was when I saw that post from Alyssa, oh God, what's her last name? Whatever her name is, from Marvel Comics that said, fuck Stan Lee. And if I get to Marvel, I'm going to take down as much of his legacy as I can. It was a fake tweet. I saw that tweet and I was furious. I was absolutely furious. And I should have thought it through, and I shouldn't have just vented about it. I shouldn't have gone on and said, fuck this, rah, 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 rah. Just so mad. And both times, and that's a lesson to me. That's a humbling lesson to calm down, you know. Don't react out of anger. Take a day. The thing about having a big platform, like a big YouTube channel, is when you're mad, you can get on that big channel and you can yell, and people are going to listen to you. And that's a temptation, It's like the opportunity to just vent to a lot of people and maybe get validated by some of them. It's an extremely tempting thing, to do that. And so it's irresponsible. I want to slow down and just think. When I'm angry, I need to stop and think. Talk more to Andrea, before I just make a mistake. Lamar Lance says, Ethan, when will Andrea take her place of Queen of Comics? Andrea is so funny. She doesn't want to be on camera, I always tell her she's beautiful, and she's just like, I don't know. She goes, like, she'll make a face like that when I tell her how pretty she is, and she just doesn't want to be on camera, and in a way, that's okay. Because I think, there are people who want to hurt us, and that would be, I don't know. I want to protect her from that to some degree. But she is, she's awesome. She is totally awesome. She always gives me the best advice. And we're going out tomorrow. We're going to go see Frankie Valli again. We're going to go to a casino. I'm sure I'm going to win a lot of money. I lose every time. She tells me to quit, and I don't. And I don't quit. And I really should. Oh, yeah. Here's the face Andrea makes when I tell her she's pretty. She goes, and she makes a goofy face. Time of Dying, thanks for $5. Carrie Sill is one of my most favorite comic characters ever. Thank you for creating her. I wasn't even sure you remembered her, but now I'm full of joy. I remember all of the characters I created. I've created quite a few. So I remember them all. Absolutely. I love her. Whiskey Bacon, wow, thanks for $10, says, Uncle E, what's your favorite movie? Mine is the 1951 classic, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Ooh, I have a copy of that autographed 3 times, I think, by 3 members of that movie. They're all dead now, But it's true, I have that. The Day the Earth stood, The Day the Chair Stood Still. You totally got me there. I just automatically saw The Day the Earth Stood Still there. What's my favorite movie? I like Ed Wood. Ed Wood is one of my favorite movies. I like Unforgiven is one of my favorite movies. Of course, Psycho is one of my favorite movies. And then I'll say Citizen Kane, and it really is, but everybody says that, Everybody says Citizen Kane. Oh yeah, we got to talk about the babysitter situation. So, a lot of people are asking about that. Andrea is awake. I don't think she's awake. I hope she's asleep. Ava punched her in the nose. Like Ava, she's holding Ava, and Ava smacked her in the nose with the back of her head. And Andrea was like, I think my nose is broken. That just happened earlier tonight. And I had to take Ava away for a little while, Andrea's nose is not broken, but it was bleeding. I said, tilt your head back. So, yeah. But we're going tomorrow. We're gonna go to. We just need a break. We just got to get out of the house and just go date. I mean, that's one of the things. We've got so many responsibilities that we just don't get to get out and date anymore like we used to. So hiring this babysitter is important. She's gonna come over tomorrow, and we are going to head out to Atlantic City. I'm gonna buy Andrea a great big lobster if she wants, whatever she wants to eat, and I'm going to wine and diner, and then we're gonna go. She doesn't want to see Frankie Valli again, but I do. So we're gonna go see Frankie Valli again. It's like I keep telling her, I'm like, these guys are gonna be dead soon. Like Frankie Valli's gonna be gone, and then you're gonna be like, I could have seen him again, but I didn't, and you're gonna regret it. Got to go see them while they're still around. Hanzo said, Ethan, you should do a Sanford and Son comic. Why? Why do you say that? Why Sanford and Son? Is my house junky? Yeah. DJ Kong says, they'll forgive you. Your anger came from a place of feeling betrayed, which is the worst. Yeah. Yeah, there's some of those guys over that I really like. How are we sure it's fake? We're sure it's fake because there's no record of it. She denies it. Okay? There were 13 replies to it. Those replies are gone. So she would have had gone to 13 people and say, take down your replies. It's pointless. And plus, I look at it and I go, I don't think she would use the word jerk. I don't think SJWs don't use the word jerk that much, really. I just find it suspicious, Wong, yeah, Alyssa Wong. That's the person we're speaking of. I think look, she said some stuff that I don't like, but that at least isn't true. So that one isn't. And by the way, is that a trap? Of course, is it a trap to sit there and when someone's in trouble for saying a lot of kind of SJW things, and people are criticizing her? What a great idea! How ingenious is it to create a fake tweet that's like even more outrageous, and then people fall for it, and then you go, see, they're stupid. It's just an op, Seems like an op to me. Mark C, thanks again for super chatting. Says Uncle E, as to favorite movies, check out Errol Flynn classic Captain Blood. It's an amazing movie. I have it, yeah. It's got Olivia de Havilland in it as well. I believe. Is it Olivia de Havilland, or is it her sister who's in Captain Blood? One of the two. Yeah. Sean Crummell says, you're good people, Ethan. I believe in your cause. Well, thanks. I don't know. Should we end the stream? Do you guys want to go to bed? Go to sleep? We still got a lot of people in here. We got 1,300 people in here. It's like 1 a.m, and I'm just talking gibberish. Usually I have a show. I don't have a show right now. The show is just me talking nonsense, talking straight to you guys. Yeah, you ready to go? Ethan's seeing ops everywhere now, says Ori Ori. Yeah, I am. They're everywhere. I don't understand. I want some genuineness. It's only 6 a.m. To me, it's 1 a.m. So you must be over in England. Good. I'm excited. I want to see what this stream actually look like. See if it's good. All right, guys. I want to thank you all. Wow, thank you so much for the super chats. Very generous tonight. I can see them now. Normally, I don't see how many super chats I got until the next day. Thank you so much, you guys. Really, really kind. I can't sing you out because yeah. Echo Base Network says, "Did you like The Last Starfighter?" No, I remember not liking it at all. I thought it was cheesy. Jonathan Mick says, "Put out another Cyberfrog cover." Okay, probably will. All right, I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow as usual with more content. We've got 3 more. After tomorrow, we've got 3 more days of no internet. But this looks pretty good. We got 3 more days of no more internet, and then I'll be able to make videos again, and it won't just be live streams. So that'll be a good thing. Yeah. Neomix says, "Yep, I'm in England. Don't go, EE." I gotta go. I got stuff to do. I gotta finish this Vampirella cover. I started this yesterday, and I gotta finish it. No, you can see it now. Now we've got good Look at this. This is a bee's butt, and that's its stinger right here. And she's pulling it between her legs. And then Cyberfrog is going to be back. Cyberfrog is going to be back here punching the bee's face in. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be the cover, my cover for Vampirella #1, my variant cover. Good stuff. Okay, guys. Echo Base Network says, "Have you ever done animation? Could you animate Cyberfrog?" No, I mean I could, but I just don't. I've never done it before. I don't know how. All right, guys. Adios. See you again soon. Bye bye.